Good morning, everyone.
Morning, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes,
Good morning, ma'am.
morning. Yeah, so I told you about theory of consumer behavior, consumption bundle. Then, what do you mean by utility? Uh, everyone joined? Yes.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Yes. Somebody wants to tell something? No?
ma'am,
Huh?
Navin just called me that he has power supply problem.
Hmm. Naveen. Otherwise, also, I don't think he is coming, right?
Last
Okay.
class he was.
Okay. So regarding utility, utility of a commodity, what do you mean by that? One satisfying capacity. The more you consume or more desire you have, the greater will be the utility. It is subjective. It is according to the person, or it changes according to place and time. Measures of utility, I told you regarding total utility and marginal utility. Now, how can we find the marginal utility? Total utility of n and minus, if you reduce the total utility of n minus 1, you will get the marginal utility. Now, marginal utility diminishes as you increase your consumption, it goes on decreasing. Or you can see that because as you consume more and more, the desire to have that will be reduced. So marginal utility will be reduced here. Okay. Now here this you can see a table here. First you see the table. Units it is given, total utility is given, marginal utility is given. Okay. Now what is the first when we consume the first unit, what is the total utility we are getting? How much utility we are getting when we consume the first unit? How much we are getting? It is
12.
12. Okay. So marginal utility is the same. It will remain same there. That is same 12. Now as you consume the second unit, it increased or reduced the total utility?
Priest.
Total utility increased, but marginal utility
Decreased.
decreased. Okay. Total utility it has become 18, marginal utility reduced. Now how you got the 6? How did you get 6? Hmm? From where you got that 6?
When the total utility increased by 6, the marginal utility decreased by
18
6.
minus 12, right? I told you here, what is the formula to get that? TUN minus TUN minus 1. Yes or no? What is total unity? Which number it is? Total unity of which unit it is? Total unity, sorry, can you hear me? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. Just 1 minute. Yeah, total utility of n means here what will come? Total utility of 2 minus total utility of 2 minus 1. What is that? 1. So what you got? Marginal utility. So when you reduce 18 minus, when you find the difference, you will get how much? 6. Got it? This is how you are getting marginal utility. Now there is one more method actually. I am just telling you, it is not compulsory, it is not given in your textbook. Okay. Marginal utility is equal to delta total utility divided by delta Q, that is delta quantity. Okay, what is total utility? You understood. A delta means what? A change in total utility. Here delta Q means what? A change in quantity. By seeing this also you will get marginal utility. It is just for your understanding. Okay. Now for example, if I take change in TU, what changes happened in TU? Okay. Second one you take, what change happened in, how much change happened in TU? From the previous one?
6.
Or
6,
six.
right? Because 6, how you are getting? 18 minus 12, right? So that is a change happened in total utility. How much change happened in quantity? In quantity, how many changed? It was 1, it has become 2. So
2.
what change? What is the change?
1.
1, only 1. So 6 by 1, what is the answer? What is the answer? 6. So what are we finding here now?
Marginal utility.
Marginal utility. Okay. So I will take another one now. For example, I will take this one. Okay. So here total utility, what is the change? What is the change in total utility? It was 24, then it has gone to 22. So what is the change?
2.
2. But that 2 in the sense we are always doing like this. Okay. So what is the change here? Minus 2. If this is not given, you don't see this, this is not given, how can you get with these? With using these two tables, how are we getting marginal utility? Minus 2 divided by how much changed in quantity?
1.
1 only. So what is the answer for marginal utility? Minus 2. Okay, so this is another one method through which you can find out marginal utility. What is that formula which I told? One formula is, what did I say? TUN. N you know what it is, right? Nth unit, like that we say. TUN minus 1. N is that particular number. Okay. Another one method you can, that is not given in your textbook. Delta TU divided by delta Q. What is this delta now? What is this delta? Change. So change in total utility divided by change in quantity demanded also can give you marginal utility. Now one more term I have written here which is not given in your textbook. How can we get the average utility? How can we get the average utility? How are we getting average utility? Average, how we will find? Total divided by number. So first one, what is the first one's total average utility? How much it will be? There only one unit, so average utility it will be 12 only. Yes. Second one, average utility will be
9.
9. Third one, average utility will be 7.3. Okay, like this it continues. So this is how you find the average utility. This is also for your understanding. Later on this will be useful for you. Okay, so total utility, marginal utility, average utility. Okay, now for this we can see one graph is given. Okay, now as the total utility, if you see 12, 18, 22, 24, 24, 22. Okay, as we go on increasing, you can see this total utility is getting total utility. The increase in total utility is getting reduced, or we can say that marginal utility it was 12, then it has become 6, then it has become 4, then it has become 2, then it has become 0, then it is going minus. Okay, it shows what? What do you mean by that? Total utility increases, but it increases at a very low rate. Okay, if you see the feature of total utility, how the total utility is increasing, it is increasing but at a diminishing rate, very slow rate it is increasing. Okay, so that is a feature. Total utility is increasing but it is increasing at a diminishing rate. What happens to marginal utility? Now, okay, before that, why the total utility is increasing? Because as we consume the next units, it is increasing, but it is increasing at a diminishing rate. That is one feature of total utility. Okay, what about marginal utility? Is it increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
It is decreasing. As we consume more, the marginal utility is decreasing. There comes one law for you, that is law of diminishing marginal utility. So before that, once more let me tell you, total utility increases, but how it is increasing? At a diminishing rate. the rate of change in total utility, how the total utility is changing, why the total utility is changing, because there is a change in the quantity of consumption. As we consume more, total utility is increasing. Okay, now that is considered as a measure of marginal utility, because change in TU divided by change in Q, you will get the marginal utility. Okay, so these two, what is that, change in total utility and change in the quantity demanded, that is a measure of marginal utility. Now, marginal utility, what happens? It always diminishes when you consume, with the increase in commodity. So, as the consumption increases, what happens to marginal utility? It
Decreases.
diminishes. Okay. Now, what do you mean by law of diminishing marginal utility? This is very important. This is one of the important theory what you have to study in economics. Now, what do you mean by law of diminishing marginal utility? It states that as we consume more and more units of commodity. So here, when you are studying, you can just split and study. Law of diminishing marginal utility states that as we consume more and more units of commodity, the utility derived from each successive units goes on decreasing. Okay, what is the law here? Ellen, can you tell? Ellen Thomas? What
Yes,
is
ma'am.
this? What is this law? Yes.
A law of diminishing marginal utility
Hmm.
states that
States
as
that.
we consume
Hmm.
more and more units of commodity,
Ah.
the utility derived from
Hmm.
each successive units goes on decreasing.
What do you mean by each successive unit? After one by one. Okay, as you increase the unit of commodity, as you consume more and more units of commodity, what utility you are getting from that, it will be reducing. Everyone understood? Roseanne,
Yes, ma'am.
just read that law of diminishing marginal utility.
Law of diminishing marginal utility states that as we consume more and more units of commodity, the utility derived from each successive unit goes on decreasing.
Okay. Now next one it is put it in one more sentence, like it states that marginal utility from consuming each additional unit of a commodity declines as its consumption increases, while keeping consumption of other commodities constant. What is that, while keeping consumption of other commodities constant? Any idea
They-
what is that? Yeah.
They increase uniformly, like one after the other.
We are increasing uniformly, okay. That is not actually keeping consumption of other commodities constant. What is that? We are not consuming any other commodity during that time. It is an assumption. Okay, so what happens here? Once more listen. It states that marginal utility from consuming each additional unit of a commodity, it declines. When it declines, as its consumption increases, but at the same time we are keeping an assumption that keeping consumption of other commodities constant. Okay, so other commodities whatever we are consuming, that we are not consuming that time, we are consuming only one product at a time. Okay, now again you can see the graph. Let me take just 1 minute. Yes, in this graph you can see one area where it is becoming 0. Did you see that? Okay, for example, let me tell you. Again, I am coming to the chocolate. I am eating a chocolate. Okay, so I am getting 20 units of satisfaction from it. Okay, that much satisfaction I got. I am going on continuing the eating chocolates. What will happen? It will compare to a level where the satisfaction what I am getting is 0. I don't feel like eating. Then if I eat, what will happen? The satisfaction will become negative. That's what they are telling. Okay, so sometimes what happens, if we go on eating one item at a time in a continuous manner, It's not that one I am eating now and after 2 hours I am eating another chocolate. It's not like that. Okay, this law will work only when we consume the things in a continuous manner. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, then at last fourth one I felt that I don't want now. That is the utility has become 0 now. Again, if I am consuming, that utility becomes negative here. So that is what you mean by this law. This is when the marginal utility is becoming negative. When the marginal utility becomes negative, when is that? Yes? When yes, when the TU starts falling in the sense when it is going very low, TU very less amount only it is increasing. When it becomes that level, you can see the mu becomes negative. Okay, now mu is becoming 0 at level, which level? When TU remains constant. That is what that this one here, constant in the sense, yes, here you can see, here it is 24, right? Here also it is 24. So this we call it as constant. So that time when the total utility is becoming constant, what is the marginal utility? It is 0. Okay, now again if you see the total utility is reducing here, it is reducing here. When it is reduced, the what happens to marginal utility? It becomes negative. Okay, so this is a graphic representation they have given related to that. First unit when the person consumed, that was utility was 12. Okay, so here this one is the total utility. This one is the marginal utility. Now if you see total utility, it is increasing from 12, it is increasing to 18, it is increasing to 22, it is increasing to 24, it remains same there, 24, then you can see it is reducing. Okay, so marginal utility you can see always it is reducing. From here, from 12 to 6 it has become, from 6 to 4, then again to 2, then it has become 0 because there is no utility derived from that. Now if you go on consuming, what will happen? It will become negative. Okay, so this is a graph what is given in your textbook also related to the graph of total utility and the marginal utility. When the mu becomes 0, at what level at what time the mu becomes 0, Akshay? Akshay, can you tell?
mu becomes 0 when TU remains constant.
Constant. TU remains constant in the sense TU remains same. It is not changing. Okay. Now one more thing. When TU starts falling, what happens? mu becomes negative. That point we call it as point of satiety. Okay. Sorry. Point of satiety. Okay. What is the name of that particular point? Which point we are more okay, just 1 minute. On this graph, which point, can you tell which point we will stop the consumption? At which point we will stop the consumption? Is it in the first point, second point, third point, fourth point, fifth point, or sixth point? Yes? Fifth one. We will stop here. Because why do we stop here?
Because no utility.
Yeah, I am not getting any more satisfaction from this. Even if I consume, it will be like negative. I don't want now. So that point we call it as point of satiety. Okay, that also it's not given in your textbook. So point of satiety is when it is.
TU starts falling and mu becomes negative.
You don't write as mu becomes 0. That is what mu becomes 0. At the same time, the total utility remains constant. That point we call it as point of satiety. So when TU is maximum, you can write it in that way. Otherwise, when TU is maximum and mu is 0, That point we call it as point of satiety. We will not consume more because already that satisfaction level reached. We will not consume more. Okay, now we'll start with the seminar, okay? Yes. First. Who is the next person? Everyone on your video. Yes, who is the next one? Somebody, yes.
After Nestle, right?
Nestle, no, Nestle didn't do, right?
I guess she didn't complete.
She didn't. Nestle? Yes. It's your turn now. Alan Thomas network issue, why? So what about your class?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
Alan Varghese, he said that he's ready, so
Okay, then let him start. Alan?
good morning. Good
Yes.
afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon. You can share the screen if you want.
A simple economy.
Did you share? Is there anything you told? PowerPoint is there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sharing?
Because network issue, ma'am.
Okay, then fine.
A simple economy. People in the society need many goods and services. Every individual has some of only a few of goods and services. Example, farmer, weaver, etc. Each individual can use their resource to fulfill their need. No individual has unlimited resource compared to the need.
What happened? That's all. He's not in the scene or what now? Just wait for 1 minute. Let him join. So in between, I'll call out the names. Then, are you ready, Ellen?
Ma'am, network issue. Ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes, Ellen, you can continue. Ellen, any problem?
Ma'am, simple economy is defined as every individual in the community is occupied in the manufacturing of some goods or services, and they require an contribution of many goods and services, not all of which are produced by them. Thank you.
Okay, next. Yes, next person. Nestle is not here or what? Nestle? Yes. Vishnu is present or what? No, absent. Yes, Nestle, can you? We can't hear what you are telling. Unmute it. Roseanne is present, yeah. Nestle, any problem? At least put it in the chat box then, if you have any problem. Yes, Nestle? No. Then what about Abdul Aman? Abdul Aman?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can start then. Let us wait for her. Yes. Hmm? Abdul, we can't hear.
Hear me now,
A very feeble voice it is.
ma'am?
Yeah, now we can hear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah,
I want to share this,
I can hear.
ma'am.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes.
Ma'am, share this, please.
Are you having any PowerPoint or anything?
Ma'am is asking to share the screen.
Yeah, you can.
Ma'am,
I have allowed, right? No,
Audio.
no, 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 no. Okay, okay.
you are
Done,
allowed.
done. Done, done. Yes.
Can it start?
Yeah, I can see. Start.
My name is Abdulrahman and I'm going to take seminar on the topic centrally planned economy. What is a centrally planned economy? A centrally planned economy is also known as command and is an economic system in which a central authority such as government makes economic decisions regarding the manufacturing and distribution of products. Centrally planned economies are different from market economies in which such decisions are traditionally made by business and consumers. The production of goods and services in command is often done by state-owned enterprises. That means which are government-owned companies. In centrally planned economies, which are sometimes referred to as command economies, whose prices are controlled by the bureaucrats. And understanding the central planned economies. The most developed nations have mixed economies that combine aspects of central planning with free market systems promoted by the classical and neo-classical economies. The majority of these systems skew heavily toward free markets, where governments intervene only to implement certain trade protections and coordinate certain public services. The problems with centrally planned economies. The centrally planned economies model has its fair share of criticism. For example, some believe governments are too ill-equipped to efficiently respond to surpluses or shortages. Others believe that government corruption far exceeds corruption in free market or mixed economies. Finally, there is a strong sense certainly planned economies are linked to political pressures because consumers rule with an iron fist are truly free to make their own choices. I'm finished.